Welcome back, second graders, for another day of probability. Today we're going to use spinners, but they're going to be a little bit different than yesterday. Our learning target is using spinners, I can predict possible outcomes if an experiment is repeated. Now let's review just a little bit from yesterday. Probability is the chance of an event occurring, and an event is a possible outcome. So some things we might think about are, can I teach my dog to make pancakes? Will it rain today? What are my chances of getting a red jelly bean in a bag of jelly beans? And if I flip a coin, will it land on heads or tails? Now, you could probably think about what all of the answers to those questions are, but one way that we can practice probability is using spinners. Yesterday, we used colored spinners. Today, we're going to use spinners with numbers on them. Let's check out our first spinner. It is equal parts 1 and 2. So if I wanted to think about what the probability of spinning and landing on a 1 was, what might it be? Let's check out our next one. This has 1, 2, and then a very large space for 3. That one's different. And then this last one is 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2. That's very different. Now, I want to think about the possibility of landing on a 1 for this spinner, of landing on a 3 for the second spinner, and landing on a 3 for the third spinner. So take a minute and look at the spinners and see if you can figure out the probability of landing on those numbers for each of these spinners. All right, let's check out the answers. So for the first spinner, it is equal parts 1 and 2. You have the same chance of landing on a 1 or a 2. So the probability is equally likely. For the second spinner, you have a greater chance of landing on a 3 than a 1 or a 2 because the 3 is taking up much more space on the spinner. So the probability of landing on a 3 is more likely. And if you look at the last spinner, you do not have a very good chance of landing on a 3 because there's only one space right here that's a 3. And all of the other spaces are 1s and 2s. So the probability of landing on a 3 is less likely. Now, today's video is a little bit silly, but it's pretty cool because you get to determine the path that, well, it's called a cowpoke. It's really sort of like a cowboy, but you get to determine based on the spinner which path the cowpoke will take. So see if you can predict the outcome before it happens. Enjoy the video.